What do you think about that? Here we are. Beautiful. Okay, let me get the stream link again. Gotta love these stints, man. Gotta love this game sometimes. It was good, and then it just became shit again. Yeah. Copy link. Okay. Are we already? No, we're not. This guy has the radio. These two guys taking each other out. Oh, he's now just driving backwards. Look at that, beautiful. Okay, so Scott has entered, so we could technically start the final stint. Everyone decided to do Blue Moon Bay Speedway 2, otherwise known as Reversed. And that's Ben Driscoll into the what's pit lane. Oh, he does get reset. That's a miracle. Look at Seb Mills with his traction control trying to do donuts. Okay, I'm just making fun of everyone now. Sorry, I won't do that anymore. Maybe I won't, maybe I will. Look at this, John Mills. Isn't he a beautiful man? He is. Definitely is. Okay. Okay, let's get it up serious again. Okay. Oh, Essence info. Alright, there we go. Okay, stage 3. Let's have a look. Let me do a super fast grip. Oh, I didn't need to reset it because it was already done. Okay, here we go. Replay options. Display on. Here we go. We'll go to the left, almost into the wall. Okay. Oh, and of course now it decides to not work. Okay, so on pole, and Richardson in second place. Sebastian Mills in third. We should have Jackson Turner. Fourth, we have Matt Bulio. Yeah, I just not accidentally said that wrong. Why is he not moving up into the third? Okay, and he just spawned. Yep. See if we can get back. Come on, hurry up, hurry up. Hurry up, yep, come on, up. Move up, okay, let's go green this time. Don't make that. Does he now have to start from the back? Yep, well it doesn't really matter because he's already locked into the playoffs of Season 6 of NASCAR GT. Isn't that beautiful? Okay, Aaron Richardson, Seb Mills, Jackson Turner, John O'Mills, Scott Stanley, George Hassard, Chloe Glennon, Borbuni, Ben Driscoll, Aston Lewis, and Matt Bulio is what makes up for the grid. Let's look now at Adam Richardson. When is he going to go on his gas? Now he is in third gear. That's very weird, but okay, we're on the way here for the final stage of of the anniversary 100. Sorry, I couldn't get the name again. Okay, but look at this. Jackson Turner and Seb Mills now side by side. Jackson Turner lets Seb Mills through, even though he's not really fighting for the players anymore. But okay, sure. Did everyone get through cleanly? Yes, they did. Chloe Glennon under the yellow line. Yeah, I'm gonna say that's one now. Okay, see, did I accidentally? So we already have a gap from top 4 to the top 5. That's already almost out of slipstream, but Mills managed to pull back in, and we have 3 wide there. Is it going to be a crash? No, Matt Pullier and John Mills door banging away. Well, it doesn't look like anything major is happening. Scott Stenday got up at 4. He had a quiet race so far today. And that's multiple cars in the wall. That's Aston Lewis around again. Aston Lewis for the second stage in a row is crashed out and needs a caution to get back into this race. But we have 25 laps, so lap 23 will be the end, or 22 will be the final caution lap. So man, there's a lot of opportunity still for caution. So it's almost double the amount of laps from stage 2. So okay, let's see. Seb Mills to the outside of Adam Richardson, doesn't look like it. Has to move back into position as he stays in P2. And we have another car. Who's that? That's John Mills. That's on 2. We only need one more car to crash, and we will have our very first caution of the day. That's a miracle. Very clean racing so far. We have a big gap between Scott Sandev and Matt Pulio, but the players are already all done and sorted, so it doesn't need anything. And Richardson continues to lead from Seb Mills, Jackson Turner and Scott Sandev. Then we have Matt Pulio, no man's land, 2 seconds behind, 1 second ahead of Ben Driscoll, who's fighting with Chloe Glenn. They've been fighting all race long today. And who's that actually with them? That's Joyce Sard, and we have Bob Uni who's fallen back, and then the 2 crashed. But look at this then. Fast Formula working together to try and get a 1-2 here away from Phoenix Motorsport, who have a lot of 1-2 so far this season. It's Seb Mills who now takes the lead, moves ahead of Jackson Turner to give him slipstream. Now Scott Sandever also is in the slipstream, so he will now get ahead of Adam Richardson. No, he decides to bomb draft, and that's an odd choice, but okay. But both Fast Formula cars trying to break away. Any crashes here yet? Nope. Just a big gap between Matt Pulio and Scott Sandever. Big gaps, but close racing. Look at this then. Adam Richardson ahead now again of Jackson Turner. Scott Sandever is still behind them. It's so far it's still anyone's game, and that's a little bit of contact. Do they keep it clean? That's Adam Richardson put into the wall. That's a crash. That's the first caution of the day. That was a long time coming. And that is the first caution of the day. I have my I have my mic up, so then it's muted, but it's not muted. So first caution of the day, it's lap 31 in this race if you count all the laps. Lap 31 we have our first caution, and that is, who is that? That's George Sard driving around everyone trying to avoid them. So he had way too much speed. Yeah, actually this time maybe a bit too late, but we can do it. I think just on time, as we're waiting for that moment. And Adam Richardson is away. He moves ahead immediately of Seb Mills. He had a great restart here. Everyone was caught napping a little bit, but we have now equal chances for everyone again as we go in towards turn 1 for the first restart of the anniversary 100. Will there be a crash behind? Yes, that's John Mills all the way down, but it looks like he's good. He's good. And we have Aston Lewis with a very poor run. I don't know what's happening to Aston Lewis, but he's losing a lot of time. Something's definitely going wrong with Aston Lewis. Do we count that as a caution? I think we do, because he was up there fighting for P5, so that's the first one for a caution. Again, that's Scott Sandever, who also got put into the wall. He doesn't lose too much time, but it is Seb Mills and Adam Richardson again. 5/10 then to Jackson Turner, who is ahead of Ben Driscoll by a long way. And that's Scott lagging a lot. Scott is from fighting for the podium places now down almost in last place, and Aston Lewis really has to try and catch up to Scott Sandever. Here we go then, Seb Mills. Oh, we have actually 4 cars now fighting him, or no, that's just 3 cars. Okay, Jackson Turner has closed up. The battle behind is heating up though. It's Matt Pulio on the inside of Borbuni, or Borbune, or however the F you say it. Who's going to give slipstream? It's going to be Ben Driscoll, and Borbuni is moving ahead of Matt Pulio as well. Chloe Glennon up in 4th place. That would be a great result for her. But it is still Seb Mills ahead, and that is Adam Richardson in the wall, and that's the fast Formula cars now working together. But that was already obvious. How is it with Aston Lewis? 0.1 second is just out of slipstream range, which is three quarters of a second, so 7.5 tenths. So he just needs Scott to catch up, but he's already a second behind. But maybe they can catch up to each other and work their way towards the back of the pack. I'm going to Seb Mills and Jackson Turner working together. I don't see Jackson Turner launching one on the inside. No, he doesn't. Okay. But they try and get we have a crash in the back. Who's that? That is Scott Sandaver, who was already counted as a caution tally, so he's crashed out again, so it stays on 2. And if it wasn't 2, then now it is 2. But Jackson Turner actually can still get in towards the playoffs if he wins this race. I don't know if he wants to, but then he will knock Matt Pulio out of the playoffs. I believe it is like that. Jackson Turner wins, Matt Pulio will be knocked out of the playoffs as it stands, and as Lewis has spun round again, it stays on 2. As the top 3 have a massive gap now, 1.8 second to Matt Pulio. There's 1 point now between Matt Pulio and Seb Mills. So Matt Pulio has to get up to second now to have a chance at the playoffs. If Jackson Turner doesn't win, obviously. But that's Adam Richardson now on the inside of Jackson Turner. Will he be able to pull that move off on the inside? Don't think so, because the high line gives you a catapult, a slingshot effect on towards the main straight. This is very close all. If one of those cars crashes, then it will be a caution. Then just ahead of Ben Driscoll, that is Jono GT, Jono Mills and Chloe Glennon fighting. Barbione almost getting the profit of that, and Matt Pulio is slowly pulling away. But the 3 in front are clear and away here at the anniversary 100 at the Blue Moon Bay Speedway for the 2-year anniversary of NASCAR GT, run by Jackson Turner in Next Gen competition, obviously. And here we have the owner driving, even overtaken actually by Adam Richardson, who is now overtaking Seb Mills. Or will Seb Mills be able to keep it around the outside towards turn 1? Where is Jackson Turner? Too far for a bump. Will Seb be able to keep it around the outside? Does look like it. Does look like it. That's brilliant defense from Seb Mills. That's a beautiful defense from Seb Mills. Round the outside, and now gives a slipstream to his teammate, and that is Chloe Glennon around. There will be a caution. So it will be Seb Mills, Jackson Turner, and then go fired up Adam Richardson. Matt Pulio back in the fight for this one. So, from the top 4, only Jackson Turner is yet to lock himself into the playoffs. He can only do so with a victory here at Blue Moon Bay. As he commentated the first part of the season before I took him over, so he could drive. How nice. Then Adam Richardson in 4th locked into the playoffs. Jono Mills not locked into the playoffs. Same with Ben Driscoll. Those two are fighting at the cutoff. They can still, they can't actually win it anymore on points, so they have to win if they want a chance in the playoffs. Same story for Bob Uni and Chloe Glennon. George Sassar is already locked in. Same with Aston Lewis and Scott Sandever. So we will be going green this time. Scott Sandever hasn't caught up yet, but he will easily do that before the end of this lap. So 130 kph, around that 130 kph, I think 100 miles an hour. I don't want to say that for sure, but my math isn't amazing so far. I can quickly get my calculator. Is 81, about 80 miles an hour That sounds about right. We're now going in towards the final corner to start lap 15 out of 25 here in the final stage of the anniversary 100 run by Next Gen competition to celebrate the 2-year existence of NASCAR GT. And Seb Mills is away already. He will try and get in front of Jackson Turner as soon as possible. Matt Pulio is ahead of Adam Richardson. Ben Driscoll looks to be ahead of Adam Richardson. It's a fast formula. 1, 2, 3 right now. That would be, I think, a first in NASCAR GT history for a team to get all the podium slots. They will try. They will look and try to break away, and they could if they work together amazingly. But it is Seb Mills and Jackson Turner with Matt Pulio right behind them. We're trying to break away from Ben Driscoll. Are they able to do it? Ben Driscoll is a lone stander, so he will probably it will be too hard for him to stay in the slipstream as he's not really battling. But John O'Mills now right behind him. He will definitely go for the move, knowing John O'Mills, to be fair. We have Adam Richardson also in that back. Who are at the back? It's Joe Hassar and Scott Sandover. Oh, that's Adam Richardson. Adam Richardson crashed. That is one car for the caution meter. Or do we count them all? No, we don't count them all. Only as Adam Richardson is here for the counter meter. And actually Fast Formula Racing are breaking away from the group behind, from the chasing group, from P4 to P8. Yeah, P4 to P8. So we have 1, 2, 3. It's one group. They have now officially broken out of slipstream, so they have broken away. And if there is no more cautions for them, that would be a beautiful scenario for Fast Formula Racing. As long as, obviously, as they don't crash each other out. But that is Chloe Klein around. That's the caution meter to 2. So one more crash and Fast Formula Dream is all wrecked. As Adam Richardson was also involved in a crash. It doesn't matter how many seconds you then lose, because you only it is a caution for a crash automatically, at least 1 to the caution timer, even though it's not really a timer, but the caution count, that's what they call it. Yeah, thank you. So Fast Formula Racing 1, 2, 3 still with Seb Mills, Jackson Turner, Matt Pulio. They still haven't broken away. If Jackson Turner is cocky, he could knock his teammate out of the championship, but Seb Mills and Matt Pulio, just 1 point between them, then they will be level on points in the back there. That is Boy Punier, who almost... Did he crash? No, someone left. Who left? Chloe Clennon left, okay. I don't know how much time he lost. It looks like he lost quite a lot, because he was fighting with Adam Richardson, and that's now 2 leaves. That was Joyce's star as well, so Boy Punier is now on his own. I'm not gonna count it to the caution meter. I'm sorry about it, but I'm not sure if I could, as he didn't lose more than 3 seconds as he was fighting with Adam Richardson. No crash, no spin, didn't lose 3 seconds, so I won't count him. There's my explanation. Be mad at me, I don't care. Fast Formula then have a 2.5 second lead over Ben Driscoll and Aston Lewis. Aston Lewis would be absolutely annoyed with how his race has gone so far. But one crash in this group in the next couple of laps would mean another caution before the end of the race, and then everyone can win this race. So 9 drivers remain as 2 leave, but they were already at the caution counter. I don't know. I'm not sure if I have to go leaves for the caution. Okay, well, I have to clear that up for next week. I'm not going to think about it now. They have Matt Pulio falling back a little bit on Jackson Turner, but not massively, because he's still easily within the slipstream. So Fast Formula have actually managed to break away, all 3. But Matt Pulio is falling back a little bit now, and it looks like he's struggling to get back. But Aston Lewis now ahead of this group. The leader of this group, the leader of this championship, with John O'Mills right behind him, almost taking him out. Almost pit maneuvering him. As we still have a massive group here, so anything could still happen. Scott Sander all the way low. I don't know how he thinks that's gonna work, because it really shouldn't. Where did he? Oh, where did Scott Sandave go? Oh, he had a glitch. Oh, that sucks. That's the second time today he has that glitch. Oh, he lags a lot as well. Same as Borbuni. Oh, that's a crash. That's caution. That is Aston Lewis round again, and that will break Fast Formula Racing's heart. They had a 4-second lead, all three of them, and now it's all gone. So the final caution of this race, we have both Phoenix cars, Scott Sandaver, both Phoenix cars and Scott Sandaver involved. It's a 3-car crash, and Borbuni, I don't think he was involved. But he's now back at the back of the pack. And let's see how... it's never going to be green this time, that's one thing that's for sure. So, lap 22, lap 23 is... lap 22 is actually the final lap of the caution. So this will be the final caution no matter what happens. Let's see, can Fast Formula Racing keep their 1, 2, 3 and get the first 1, 2, 3 for a constructor in for a team, sorry, because constructors, we already had that for a couple of seasons, but teams is the first one this season, so that will be the first ever time that a team locked out the whole podium. But John Mills, Ben Driscoll and Borbuni right behind them, same with Aston Lewis, you should never count him out. And Scott Sandave also looking, and obviously still a lot of chances for the guys in the chase pack. So we're going to go green this time. Did I already say it? I have no clue. I will say it again just to be sure. And I did already say it, but hey, then they know again. Just a little reminder, yeah? Nothing wrong about that. And if I were Adam Richardson, I would close up to the back. But here we go, out of the final corner for the final restart of this race. It's Seb Mills on the inside. When is he going to go on the throttle? And there he goes. He's away, and that's a good restart for him. And for Jackson Turner, it's a little bit poorer for Matt Pulio, who has multiple cars. He has John Mills on his outside. Ben Driscoll is inside, and there goes Fast Formula 1, 2, 3. It's John Mills on the inside as well of Jackson Turner. Jackson Turner will keep that around. And that's Matt Pulio, who is now around and ahead now of John O'Mills. So Fast Formula Racing have their 1, 2, 3 back. John O'Mills then in 5th, and both Phoenix cars 1, 2 at the back. Okay, that sounded very awful for me, sorry, but still within 5 tenths everyone. So we still have a little sprint to a race. It's still anyone's game, half a second between the whole field. This is very close racing. This is why we love NASCAR GT at ovals. So go to over the line, 1 to wide. We're on the second to last lap, and look at this, a little gap opens up between Fast Formula Racing and the rest of the pack. Will they then actually get there? 1, 2, 3, that's Aston Lewis round again. That is Adam Richardson, that's both Phoenix Motorsport cars making contact. That is awful. That won't be a happy team debrief. But look at this, Fast Formula Racing broke away again. Will they get ahead of that second 7.5 tenths? Not quite. They have broken away once again. It's unbelievable stuff here from Fast Formula Racing. It's a Fast Formula Racing masterclass so far. Matt Pulio looking to attack his teammate, but it's Seb Mills who is going to lead the pack to the white flag. The white flag is out. It's the final lap of the anniversary 100. Jackson Turner lets Matt Pulio through. It's a fight for the win now between the 3 Fast Formula cars. Actually, the 2 Fast Formula cars of the main drive who have done almost every race this season. Seb Mills leads Matt Pulio. Will Matt Pulio finally get his first win here of this season after a lot of stage victories? He will be looking to get his first win of the season. Same for Seb Mills. They're both fighting for it. Jackson Turner is basically almost out of it unless they crash. Seb Mills or Matt Pulio, both Fast Formula cars. It looks like Seb Mills has the advantage, 1.5 tenths. We're going to the line. Matt Pulio all the way down low. But it's Seb Mills who wins the anniversary 100. It's a Fast Formula 1, 2, 3. The first time ever that a team locks out the whole podium in a NASCAR GT race. Seb Mills wins the anniversary 100. Matt Bulio finishes in second, just 3 tenths behind, doing a little spin over the line. Jackson Turner completes the Fast Formula podium. What a race that was. What a couple of final laps. It's a Fast Formula Masterclass, breaking away twice after 2 restarts. That has to be amazing. And that is where we're going to end the stream. I will hopefully see you again next week for the first round for the round of 8. For now, goodbye.